All right, let's dive into something really cool today. We're going to explore the hidden partnerships inside the English language, what I like to call the twin sounds that team up and give our words all their unique character.
I mean, it's a perfect way to think about it, right? Some letters just aren't meant to be solo acts. They combine, sometimes quietly, sometimes with a lot of punch, to create these sounds that a single letter just can't make on its own.
Well, that's the magic of it. When these letters join forces, they create something totally new. This is where the real music and, yeah, the complexity of English comes from. So let's unpack exactly how they do it.
Okay, so these partnerships basically fall into two main categories. And trust me, once you get these, you are going to start seeing and hearing them everywhere. They're called digraphs and diphthong. So what's the difference? It's simple, but it's super important. Think of a digraph as a sound team. You've got two letters, they huddle up, and they make one single unified sound. A diphthong, on the other hand, that's more like a vowel dance. It's where two sounds glide smoothly together, creating this incredible sense of movement right in the middle of a word. So let's kick things off with the sound team's digraphs. These are really the simplest kind of phonetic teamwork, and they will give English all those crisp edges and those clean, defined sounds. First up, the absolute classic, ch. You hear it all the time, right? Chair, cheese. The C and the H totally ditch their individual sounds. Instead, they team up to make that single, sharp ch sound. You know, some people even call it the train sound, cha-cha-cha. And then you've got sh. Think about words like shoe or ship. It's that soft, hushed sound. It's almost like someone putting a finger to their lips, but in sound form. And again, it's two letters making one brand new sound. And of course, we've got to talk about TH. This pair is an absolute cornerstone of English, showing up in some of our most common words, like thin and this. It's this completely unique sound that you pretty much only get when these two letters get together. Now here's a fun one, pa, like in phone or elephant. This team is actually an impersonator. It sounds exactly like the letter F. And here's a little pro tip for you. This digraph is often a clue that a word has Greek roots. Kind of cool, right? So let's just pull that all together for a second. We've got the ch train sound, the sh quiet gesture, and don't forget WH in a word like what, which is kind of like a breathy W. These little cues make the sound so much easier to remember. Okay, so we've met the sound teams. Now let's get into the music of our vowels, the diphthongs. This is where sound really starts to feel like a melody. Remember, this is the vowel dance, that smooth, beautiful glide from one sound to another, all inside a single syllable. Take oi, for example. Just say the word coin or boil out loud. You can literally feel your mouth changing shape as you say it. You start with that O sound and then you glide right into the I. Listen, coin. It's a real forward motion. And it's the exact same idea with ow. In words like sound and cloud, you can feel your jaw drop as the sound just flows. It starts one way and ends another, all in one smooth, connected motion. So what about ow? It's pretty similar to ooh, right? But you hear it in words like cow and now. For this one, the feeling is more of a downward flow. It's this distinct vocal movement that really gives the word its shape. So let's recap these with those awesome motion cues. For oi in coin, your lips round up and then glide outward. For ow in cloud, your jaw drops. And for ow in cow, you can almost feel that falling tone. These physical feelings, they're the absolute key to mastering the vowel dance. Okay, so we've gone through all this, but why? Why does any of this actually matter? Well, it matters because understanding these twin sounds is the bridge. It's what takes you from just seeing letters on a page to actually speaking with clear, expressive, and accurate speech. And you know what? Mastering them is actually a pretty straightforward process. First, you just learn to see the pair of letters as a single unit, as a team. Then, you learn to hear that one unique sound it creates. And finally, and this is the secret sauce, you connect it to a physical feeling, a motion in your mouth, to really lock it into your memory for good. And that really brings us back to this incredible idea. These letter partnerships show us how cooperation literally creates sound. Digraphs and diphthongs are what turn a boring old collection of letters into a language that's rich and melodic. They are truly the symphony of English. It really makes you think, doesn't it? once you start noticing these little patterns, you start seeing them everywhere. And it just leaves you wondering, what other hidden rules are out there, quietly working together to make language so incredibly beautiful?